Hello everybody, welcome to another part of Trusteft Retro Weekend. This time we have Psyborg, or at least I believe it is called Psyborg. This is a racing kind of game. I call it a speed game because you have to travel from one end of the level to the other as fast as possible. But it's not a race unless you consider time your main opponent. The story is this: you are a cyborg, and through your innate abilities, which is kind of strange, but let's continue, you have to use a machine to travel through time and space, or at least space through time, anyway, and reach 8 different solar systems. Each solar system has a number of planets. Each planet is a level on its own. So we are talking about 40 levels that you have to clear out to win the game. It's a long, big game, and definitely not an easy one. The main, well, the main purpose of the game is to win and to clean or cleanse each planet from the alien infestation. The aliens are called something about men and wings, and wow, whatever, doesn't really matter. You achieve this by reaching the end of each level, and it is very difficult. First of all, I want to say something more about the game and my experience with it in the past. I remember playing it, though I don't remember the exact timing. At what point in my life I actually played it, but it was definitely back in the day. As a game, I found very hard, too hard for me, but I knew it was a great game. Fast forward a few decades, I completely forgot about this game and found it actually last weekend. By luck, coincidence. And I gave it another go, and I remembered that this game is easily, and I'm not kidding, easily one of the best games of all time. Hidden, I doubt many people remember it, but it is an amazing game for what it is. And what is a speed game, as I said earlier. You have to combine very quick reflexes, memorization, because you are gonna need a little bit of it, and basically luck and critical thinking. There are puzzles while running, and by that I mean there are parts where I'll talk about it in a second. Alright, how does this game work? As you can see in the screen, in the HUD, you can see your speed on the left, which you can manipulate as you wish. The distance to the end of the level on the top, on the right. Number of lives at the bottom, you start with 3. And the red bar is time. Although, according to the box art at least, it is not exactly time, but more like your abilities it's time, no matter what it is called. It is a 1 or 2 player game. I don't remember if I ever played it as a 2-player game, so I don't know how that is. Anyway, so you start in this 3D environment, and you have to, while almost always drive on the tiles to reach the other end. You can go off the tiles on clear space, but that means you will slow down and lose time. So you don't want to do that unless you can't avoid it. And there are times where you have to go there to proceed. That's part of the puzzle I mentioned earlier. I'm sure you'll pick it up if you play this. There are different tiles. Some tiles provide no bonuses or no negative effects. There are some tiles which provide points. Other tiles provide time, extra time. And there are tiles which make you jump ahead. Others that will force you to jump back. You don't want that. There are tiles which gives you the option to jump at the direction you want. There are tiles which they work like a gate, and you pick slowly, although time is of the essence, which one to take. There are tiles which take you to the shop. Some levels have shops where you can buy life, time, sealed, and boost, I think. Anyway, you get that with, I believe, points. Very, the shopkeeper reminds me of the shopkeeper from, well, one of them from Super Wonder Boy. Doesn't matter. The game is this: reach the end of the level, and it's gonna be very hard, and you're gonna fail many times unless you are like, I don't know, Neo or young Anakin. Yeah, let's forget about the reason why he was good though. Anyway, good movie for the most part. Seriously, what was he thinking about the never mind, the blood test and all that. Let's forget about it. Back to the game. The speed, the sense of speed in this game, and how you need to react quickly. For me, there are no games like this. Well, there were no games like this. Later on, mostly in the 2000s, some similar games kind of appeared. For example, Ballistics with an X at the end, and a couple more. I can't remember the names right now. But at the time, I believe it was the only or the best that combined the speed with the gameplay. And I say that the speed because there were games similar, kind of, in spirit, that you had to reach the end of the level, and there were, for example, tiles, but nothing that reached this type of gratification. I'm not kidding. If you play this game, if you like speed, you'll be amazed. Yeah. I highly recommend. Oh, if you manage to complete a level, a planet, you'll get a code, a 4-digit code, so that you don't have to replay the planet if you don't want to. And I had to do this a couple of times for this video. I'm not that good yet in this game. So yeah, that's very good because there is no save function, but there are codes you can use. I think in the video I left one of them in, but I removed most of them. Yeah, because, well, I don't want to spoil it for you. What else? It's a fantastic game. As I said, one of the best games ever. I feel ashamed I forgot about this game. It was also released on the Amiga, DOS, and apparently the Amstrad CPC, though I've never seen any gameplay or played them, that I remember at least. Although I have a slight feeling I might have played it on DOS or Amiga, but I'm not certain. Fantastic game. Get it. fantastic game. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.